about Rahul Dev Burman. I think, yeah, it's here, RD Burman, right? What if I want to focus on Rahul Dev Burman only? And secondly, what if I want to search for Rahul Dev, who is a journalist, one of the prominent journalists in Hindi journalism? I'm not getting the results here, right? So how can I customize my search? So for that purpose, I will need to use the operators of Google search. So let me show you how that works. Number one, what I'll do is that I will add Rahul Dev plus journalist. I'm using the symbol of plus here. Plus Hindi. So Rahul Dev plus journalist plus Hindi. Let me click here, and then we can see this, that these are the results which are actually showing me Rahul Dev, who is the journalist, in the results, right? Even if you go to page number 2 or any other pages, you will see these are totally, the results which relate with Rahul Dev, who is the journalist. What about Rahul Dev Burman? So if I replace this journalist with musician and then Hindi, or if I add Bollywood or film, then it will change. So Rahul Dev Burman, you can see Rahul Dev filmography, Rahul Dev. It is also showing me some results which are related with Rahul Dev, but most of these are Rahul Dev Burman. Even though I have not used the surname here, I have not used Burman here. If I use Burman, then you will see that the results will be totally, most probably all of those will be related with Rahul Dev Burman only. So that is the power of these plus symbols. Rahul Dev plus musician plus films. And there is also another, another operator, which is a minus operator. So for example, if I add Rahul Dev minus something, I don't want the results which are related with Rahul Dev, who is in journalism. So if I can say minus journalism or minus journalist, minus Hindi also. Now, if I go and see what are the results, then it is still adding those, but let me, maybe the space I need to remove. Yeah, so you can see that now the results are different. You can see that these are Rahul Dev, who is the the person who is the actor. So we are getting most of the results related with that Rahul Dev. Please remember that there should not be a space here, because otherwise what will happen is that this will ignore that operator, and rather it will use this as a plus operator, like you want the results for journalist as well as Hindi. So there should not be any space between minus symbol and journalist. There is another operator which is a inverted comma operator. Like if I use quote marks here, then every result which will appear, that will have this word only. What do I want to say? I think somebody is speaking. Maybe please.
Yogesh Bangar sir, mute yourself. Yogesh sir, mute yourself.
Yogesh sir, kindly mute yourself. Yogesh sir, Yogesh sir, kindly mute yourself.
Yogesh sir, hello. Yogesh sir, please mute yourself.
Okay, so sometimes when we use both the words like Rahul Dev, or there could be some other word also, like Rahul Dev in films. And if I search for this, then you will see the results are only showing Rahul Dev here, Rahul Dev actor, Rahul Dev movies, etc. But what if I only want search results which should have this in the headline? Like Rahul Dev in film should be the headline. Then how do I get it? So in that case, I will need to put quote marks on both sides of this term. And then if I search, let's see what happens. Only one page where Rahul Dev in films is mentioned. So only one search result across the internet which has exactly this term. So now you can see that you can reach exactly the same page where what you need is present, right? Exactly the same term using these quote marks. Now it could be anything else also, like India's missile program. If I search for this one, let's see what happens. We will get results which will have India's missile program in the headline, but here Indian ballistic missile defense program, this is a different one. Guided missiles in India, this is again different one. Like this is not matching my keyword. My keyword is India's missile program, but here we can see that Indian ballistic missile defense, guided missiles in India, integrated types of missiles in India, ground support system, etc. So these are quite different from what I wanted. I exactly wanted the same terminology. So if I put these quotation marks here and then I click on the search button, then you will see that guided missiles of India. India's missile program, you can see it here. Again, you can see this one, Indian missiles, and here you will see India's missile program. So in every single result, here you can see India's missile program. The same terminology is matched. So for your academic work, if you want to fine tune your research, like if you don't want to have so many results which are not very much related with your work, and you don't want to go through all of these like hundreds of results, you just want to pinpoint your search results and just want to go to this exactly same terminology being used in the articles which are displayed, then you will use these quote marks on both sides of the search term. There is another situation also. Sometimes you want like more than one result, like it could be India's missile program or it could be India's space program. Then you can use or, this operator which is or, and again I'm using quote marks and then I'm saying India's space program. So I have used the or operator, and let's see, now it should provide me two types of results. One type is the results in which this word will appear or this term will appear, and the second type of results will be the ones in which this will appear. Let's see whether it works or not. So I have clicked the button and then you see this is India's space program. Now this is again India's space program, again India's space program. Similarly, this is India's missile program. Again, this is space program as well as missile program, right? So that is how we can customize our search to be exactly, to get the exact results. Now, what if we want both? Like for my search or my academic work, I want results which should have maybe 1, 2, 3, or maybe 10 different terms, because they are all related to my program. Like for example, if I want Abdul Kalam to also be a part of this, then I can say that India's missile program, and the operator here is and, A and D. Again, here I can say and India's missile program and India's missile space program and Abdul Kalam. If I click on this one, now let's see. Here you will see that the results that are reflecting in those pages, all of these three terminologies will be available. Every single result will show all of these three. It is not like one of these, but no, all of these will be available. All of these terminologies will be part of those pages somewhere. For example, this Abdul Kalam is appearing here, then India's missile program is also there. And if you click on this page, you will also find India's space program somewhere. Similarly, India's space program and then also Abdul Kalam. Both are there. So this is the AND operator. Now, for example, if I am conducting a research on a particular topic and I need search results on 10 of my planned chapters, I can use these kind of AND operators, and then the results will be very, very pointed ones, and they will only be about about these particular keywords. So that is AND operator. So we have already seen plus operator, minus operator, OR operator, and then AND operator. 4 operators we have already seen. Now let's come to others. For example, sometimes what happens is that we know that there was a very important story which appeared in a particular website. Like I had read a story or an article or a news item in Times of India which was about that person. How do I go there? Because if I search for that particular article, for example, let me put something here. Like this is something that I want to search for, and I know that there was an article in Times of India about this. But if I search, then Times of India will not appear anywhere, because it will have India Today, then testbook.com and so many other websites. But I wanted that particular website that I remember had published this article which interests me. So what can I do? So I can use the site operator anywhere in my search. Like for example, I can add site here, or best practice is to use the operator here in the beginning. So I will type site, then colon, and then I will write the name of the site, indiatimes.com. that is the site, and I want to search for this article or related articles with articles which are related with these keywords in the site indiatimes.com only. Let me click on this button now and see all of these results are from Times of India group websites. So this is Economic Times, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Missile Man of India. Remembering India's Missile Man, APJ Abdul Kalam. Again, Agni-1 ballistic missile successfully launched, and again APJ Abdul Kalam and all of that. So all of these are from Times of India only. Right? So we can also limit our search to a particular website here. Similarly, there are other options as well. For example, if I say that the news item that I had seen that only appeared, maybe on a particular date or particular date range. Like the article that I had read in Times of India, which is related with my academic work or my research work, actually I had seen this article last year sometime in the first half. For example, it could be before June 2023. In that case, I can use another operator. What is that? That is before operator. So I can type before, or this before can go here actually, or anywhere in the search, in fact. But it is good practice to keep it in the beginning. So I type before here, then colon, and now I'll type the date in reverse order, like year first. So I will say 2023, the year 2023, then dash, then I will say 06, which is June, and then again dash and 30th. So before 30th June only, this article should have appeared because I had seen it at that time. So now I'm further customizing it, and when I click on this button, see, all of these results are before this date. So 15th of October 2022, 2nd June 2023, 15th of October 2020, etc., etc. And you can see these are the operators that I have used. Site is indiatimes.com and before this date. Now you can see even in these search results, if you want to just get exactly the same name, then you know that we can put the quotation marks around that keyword or the search term that we have used. So let me click on this once again, and now you will see that exactly this term will appear in the results of these articles. If you go inside these articles, you will find that exactly this term will appear there, and all of these are from Times of India and before 30th of June 2023. So you can also further, also club all of these operators. Now, if you want to add something else also, you can use plus operator like Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And again, you can click on this one. Now, all of these results will also have Atal Bihari Vajpayee in these search results. Otherwise, if you don't use these quote marks, then what will happen? The results which will appear here, they will have either of these words. Like if some web page has Abdul Kalam, it will also be displayed. If some web page has India's missile program, that will also be shown. If some web page has Atal Bihari Vajpayee only, that will also be shown. Irrespective of whether that page has Dr. Abdul Kalam's mention or not, and India's missile programs mention or not. Like all of these will be used as separate keywords. But if we use quote marks, then this is extremely customized, and then we will get exactly the same results that we are looking for. So this was cite and then before. Similarly, you can use after operator as well. So for example, if I say that after same date 2023, then dash, then 06 is the June, and then June, and then 30th. One moment. So after this, and then whatever term you write here, like I have a term in my mind like Bharat Jodo Yatra. And if I click on this one, then only those results which appeared around this time should appear. One more. Oh, after this, like only after 30th of June. So all of these are after 30th of June 2023. If I do it, make it before, then all of these results which will be shown will be before this date, right? So these are before and after operators in your search. Now let's come to one more operator, and that is date range. We use before and after, but you can also provide a complete range, like within this month only I want. So let's use that also. So if I have I would say that India's Lok Sabha election maybe, but the dates are these. The operator here is date range operator. Date range, then colon, and now I'll write what I want. The date within which this result should appear. So what is the date? So I will say 2024, then 03, which is March 2024, then dash 2024, and then I would say that 05. So only between March and May 2024 this should appear. I have provided it a range, and now I'm using the keyword which is India's, or maybe Lok Sabha elections, right? So date range operator is there. If I click on this button, then there is no news about this during this period maybe, or maybe I may have committed something wrong, some mistake. Let me see. 2024-03, 2024-05. I think this should be all right. If I remove these quote marks, no, again there is no. I think that there is something, maybe some spelling issue. Okay, so there is another way of using this same command, and I was about to come to that as well. But before that, I wanted to just use the written operators. But there is another feature in Google search which is available here on tools, in tools. So you click on these tools here, and then you will see this particular feature here. Anytime if I type anything here, for example, Lok Sabha elections, and if I click on this button, all the results which will be shown are appearing at any time in history, including today. So that's why any time is selected. So that is by default the command that goes to Google when we click on this button. If I click on this one, you will see that all the results which appeared anytime, they are being displayed. Why? Because in tools you will see anytime is selected, but we can change it here. For example, we can say that show me only the results within the past 24 hours. Only the news items or any web pages which have been uploaded within the past 24 hours, I want results for those only. And this is very, very highly useful in situations when we want to have only fresh content, not a stale content or old content. So I will click on past 24 hours and then let's see what happens. So now all of these results are only past 24 hours results, and you will see that all of them will have either Lok Sabha or elections in these.